Hi, I'm Brett Tabke.
And I'm Vanessa Zamora.
And this is WebmasterWorld Weekly Roundup Global kind of thing.
Yeah, we're still open for suggestions.
On the name, anyway. So,
yeah.
We're going to be bringing you some things that we don't normally do over on Search Engine World. We're going to take over Vanessa's afternoon update here. So we hope you enjoy it.
Yep. So. We're going to bring you some industry event exposure. We're going to cover, do some commentary on some of the stories that we've covered throughout the week, some of the top stories. And this week we're going to focus on some of the industry events coming up.
Right, this will be a good kickoff for it. Instead of just diving into the controversial stuff, we'll kind of tee it up slow.
Yes. So first off, I want to highlight a great resource for industry professionals. It is ExpoCal. You can find it at expocal.com, or there is a link on the PubCon website that will take you directly to it. And it's basically all of the trade shows and conferences that we've found thus far, or that people have sent us throughout the year.
Right, just a place we needed to track all these industry events. We were trying to book shows and we didn't, when is this one, when is that one? So we just built this calendar site. If you got any additions you want to put on it, please send those to Jeff Randall. That's Jeff at webmasterworld.com. Jeff's our Director of Operations over on PubCon, and he manages all that for us. So it's a great resource.
Any events that are specific, obviously, to webmastery, search engine marketing, or marketing.
Right.
All right. So the first event that we want to talk about is Hostingcon, which will be taking place in Chicago in about 2 weeks, July 28th through 30th. And we will be exhibiting for the first time. Right.
Great show, all about the hosting industry. That's the web hosting industry, servers and racks and shared hosting. Last year, the big push was hosted services and cloud computing. Just a great show. I have a ton of respect for what George has done up there, George Roberts. In fact, here's a bit of an interview we did last year at Hostingcon with Mr. George Roberts. What's been the biggest change you've seen in the hosting industry in the last 12 months?
You know, I think people are starting to realize that that it's not all about, you know, technical specifications and bandwidth and how much disk space you're getting, and, you know, the people out there, there's a lot of people that need hosted services, and sometimes that means that they're very technical people and they really do need to get into that, you know, sit down and figure out a really technical configuration. But most people, you know, are wanting an easy to use way to accomplish a specific task. I mean, you look at the YouTubes and the Flickrs of the world, and most people wouldn't think of them as hosting companies, but they really are. They're hosted services companies. You know, Flickr is providing an online image sharing or image hosting service. You know, YouTube is doing the same thing with video. And I think a lot of people who are in the hosted services business are starting to realize that the market is extremely huge for those types of services, where you are providing a place to host content, you know, whether that be blogs, whether that be podcasts, or whether that be, you know, pictures, video, anything like that, but where you make it easy to use, easy to produce, easy to get the content out there. And people don't care, you know, how much bandwidth do I get per month or how much space. All they want is to accomplish their goal and pay a certain price point to do it. And the technical specs, if you have a good reputation, then they're going to trust that you're going to take care of that stuff for them.
He was down at PubCon, in fact, last year. I'll be on some sessions. I'll be moderating a session of marketers. First thing right up Monday morning, 9 a.m. So come on by. We're going to be interviewing people at our booth. First time we've ever exhibited, so stop on by and see us up there.
Can I ask you why you decided to exhibit this year?
Just a great show. I think it's a great compliment to PubCon, to WebmasterWorld, what we're doing. Good set of people up there. Very little crossover between the two industries, and it speaks to PubCon. It speaks to WebmasterWorld. So.
Okay, great. All right, and then coming up in August, we will be exhibiting once again at New Media Expo, and that will be taking place in the wonderful Vegas, August 14th through the 16th.
Right.
And that's an event for podcasters, online video creators, and bloggers.
Right, anything to do with new media, so to speak. It's kind of a different show. It's not your normal panel setup of 4 or 5 speakers. It's just one speaker per session, industry speaker. A lot of familiar faces you'll see there, a lot of new faces you'll see there. Great show. First time we've ever partnered with any conference. So this is the first big PubCon partnership for us. So we're really looking forward to working with New Media Expo on the way forward.
How did that come about? Why did you decide to partner with them?
Oh, again, it was just a no-brainer. We
Yeah.
just had so little crossover between the two conferences. We complement each other so well. So we'd love to send them some business, and they'd love to send us some business. So it just very good synergy between the two conferences. So
Cool.
with very little overlap. We'll be out there doing a lot of interviews. In fact, video interviews. Vanessa's going to be out there, so stop on
Myself,
by and see her.
Jeff, and Brett will all be there exhibiting, and next door will be Joe Marin of PubCon as well as StoryBids.
Right.
So you can come by and say hi to all of us.
Also, there may be some Bloggers Night Out action going on there. In fact, watch the PubCon blog for announcements about that for sure.
Yep. Also in August, the week after, will be SES San Jose.
Right, we'll be out
Which is
there.
a great, huge event. This will be the 10th annual.
Right. I've been to just about every one, but the very first one. The first one was where the infamous Sergey gaffe occurred, where he said Google was spam proof. Danny's still trying to find the tape on that one, though. So
Check back to the PubCon blog. All right, and then of course we can't leave without mentioning our own PubCon
You bet.
Vegas,
You
which
bet.
we are very excited about. Obviously coming up in November, the 11th through the 14th in Las Vegas.
yeah, we are really excited about that. It's really coming together. We've been planning this thing basically since we got done with the other one. Actually, before we got done with the other one, in fact.
Yeah.
Huge conference this year. 90 sessions, 360 speaking slots, probably 200 speakers.
Wow.
Biggest one ever, for sure.
Yeah. Keeps
Several
getting
thousand
bigger
people.
and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Just, in fact, haven't announced it yet, but this week Microsoft signed on as our platinum sponsor. First
Cool.
time. Yeah, first time they've ever stepped
Yeah.
up to
That's great.
the big time at PubCon. So big thanks to Microsoft. And completely unrelated, almost in the same breath, but completely unrelated, we're also going to have a big keynote speaker from Microsoft. Looking forward to announcing that. I think that'll surprise some people. So stay tuned to the PubCon blog for that. A lot of the other sessions have been pushed out. What else have we announced here lately?
Hotels.
Oh yeah, we did a hotel deal with big time Treasure Island.
Yeah.
109 a night.
Yep.
Lowest rate they've had in almost 10 years for
That's
a conference group. We hats off to everybody involved in this. They've really brought it together. We were trying to figure out how we could top last year's The Win at 169, but
Yeah, that one was a good one. though.
yeah, that one ain't coming round again. That
Treasure
ain't
Island,
gonna.
though. Treasure Island, 109.
Yeah, Treasure Island 109 is pretty darn
Yeah,
good.
it is a
so,
great deal.
But they're going quick.
Yes.
And I don't think we're going to get a second block. I don't know if they got
Okay.
it, but
Yep, so go ahead and book, because if you've
Immediately.
registered, get on that.
it'll be gone before the end of next week, I think. So,
All right.
thanks for joining us.
Thanks again. See you later.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Hope you can tune back in.
Bye.
Bye.